They'll honest to the elders and see honest to the apostles, preaching and teaching us the word of truth. And with sincerity as always. GMS, preaching and teaching us the word of truth. And with sincerity as always. Start with the scripture here. This is Exodus chapter 23 and verse 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor of their gods. Okay? So it reads right there, man. We're not supposed to make any deals with Esau Edom, man. A lot of our people are doing. 2/3 of our people are always making deals with other nations, man. People on the sun here. Okay. The so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native American Indians are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks about. Okay, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come to prophesy the downfall coming to this kingdom as well. Which they call America, which we call Babylon the Great, which is what the Bible calls it. Psalm 137, verse 5. Remember, O Yahweh, which is the name of the Father, Yahweh, and his Son's name is Yahushai. And we must know his names to be saved, man. Psalm 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom. Edom is the so-called white man. Psalm 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Raise it means, also goes into the word R-A-Z-E, which is how it's really was spelled before, which means to make bare, to uncover, you know. To destroy it, basically. Because Edom, anytime we got taken over, Edom was always on the sideline cheering to take us down. Psalm 37, verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? O daughter of Babylon, which is going into America today. That's what it's prophesying about back then. And what we're prophesying and seeing take place even today. Like in Afghanistan down there, you already have the Taliban down there taking over, man. More than half the land already. All they gotta do is take out Kabul, and that's it. They're done. And it's also because the Pentagon said they have more threats, bigger threats, and they gotta be ready for those. So that's why they really, Joe Biden was. That's why they really made Joe Biden pull away the troops from Afghanistan. Because they're getting ready for bigger threats. Like the Pentagon already said, they gotta be prepared for China and Russia. Psalm 137 verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art thou Psalm 137 verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed. Psalm 137 verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed. Happy shall we be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. O daughter of Babylon, going into America today, who art thou to be destroyed? And how is America? Oh my fucking god, bro! How is America going to be destroyed, bro? By these missiles over here, man. Are these fucking missiles over here, dude? That's how America's going to be destroyed. You got a problem, bro? What the fuck you looking at, bro? 137, 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? So you already know how, I already said how it's going to be destroyed by fucking missiles. Happy shall we be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. Come on, verse 9. Verse 9 reads, Happy shall we be that taketh and dash thy little ones against the stones. Come on, the stones can go also be going into literal this fucking land here, because this land is all made of stones and concrete. Same thing, you know. It's all rock. All goes back to the same breed, man, a rock. Same material, man. Iron is also a form of a rock. It's just a metal type of harder type of rock, a more fancier type of rock. I mean, even the body has a bit of iron in it, you know, and that's blood. So, huh. And even the Most High, anything that feels hard, even spiritually, can be called a rock. The Most High caused all Israel's hearts hard as a rock, you know? Because our hearts are made of rocks, man. We are hard. We fight with each other, you know? We argue with each other. We do all this shit to each other, you know? Going back to Genesis chapter 11 and verse 1, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. 2, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Shinar, I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it has to be, by my guess, I'll guess it's by Afghanistan today. Near the holy where the Garden of Eve was, you know. But that's just my guess. Verse 2, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. 3, and they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they say, Go to, let us build us a city, and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And that's what happened today. So you think Edom's gonna, which is off topic, this ain't what I'm trying to get at, but that's even at what goes into today, bro. And you think Edom's, I'm gonna read that again. Genesis 11 verse 4, and they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. So the Most High been scattered you. And you think today you're gonna be able to make one nation again, like they did in the Tower of Babel, right here? The Most High already been scattered you. You got Afghanistan down there, over there in the Taliban. They already, look, I even got the picture. Tower of Babel, that's just the picture. This is what they were trying to make. Here, right here, this is the picture. This is what they were trying to make. And they got scattered. Look, and this spiritually represents the scattering. Look, you got China. China that makes missiles. Right here, look. Afghanistan, look what they're doing down there. Israel, actually it's Israel, look. Israel international challenge balance amongst its citizens. Taliban, look, Taliban right here. They already, and this ain't even, this is an old map. Right now they have more than half the country in control, taking over. So that spiritually represents all the scattering the Most High has been doing. He's been done it since even going farther back when the serpent Edom, when the I can't even speak. When the serpent, which we know is Esau Edom, I'll even get a scripture on that. Because the Most High, the Bible is not literal. It's mainly spiritual. It's mainly metaphorically, man. You know? Psalm 58 verse 3. I'll start at verse 3. But the point is at the next verse, verse 4. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So that even goes into Esau when he was first created. The Most High showed, and I'll get a scripture on that too. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanted cannot be numbered. So the Most High been made Esau crooked, man. The Most High been made Esau crooked, man. Psalm 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So the Most High created you to be a liar, man. Your people, Esau, Edom, so-called white race, which we like to call red race, because you ain't white, you're not pure like salt. If anything, Israelites support pure because Yahweh likened us to a salt, the salt of the earth. Like this paper here, or like my garment here, the white pattern here. Edom ain't white like that. He's red, okay? He's red. Okay. Here's a picture of George Bush. Is he white? No, he's red. Look at his skin. He's red, and that's that leprosy. That's the curse. Look, he even's wearing his white. He's even wearing white. So look at the comparison, man. That's the spirit showing you that he ain't white. He's red. So yeah, verse 4. They're poison. This when the Most High calls him serpent. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Their lies going into their poison, their lies, man. They like the poison of a serpent, They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth for ear. God, man, they're like a serpent. So the Most High was talking about a man. That man is a so-called white man. So even going further back to when the serpent beguiled Eve, he was really talking about a man. And even then, that was the Esau. God damn it, man. Even then, bro. That was Esau trying to start his new world order even back then, you know, just like he's doing now. Except now it's his blessing, you know. Which I don't really want, I wouldn't go as far as to call it a blessing because it's really a curse, man. At the end of the day, it's not a blessing. It's really a curse, dude. So that's even Edom started his new world order all the way back then, you know. And he really cursed himself because what the Most High said, now I'll make their seed against your seed, and I'm gonna curse the ground, it shall grow thorns. I'm gonna even get it. I'll just get it here in Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the head of the field. Even the beast goes into people too. The Most High calls people beasts as well, you know. Because really, we're the same, you know. We eat shit as well as just you know. I guess as the saying goes, you know, animals lack soul. You know, dogs lack soul. You know, it's just you know, the Most High kind of gave us the more intelligence, you know, of knowledge of good and evil. You know, even though animals are smart, and the Most High can raise up birds and animals to have intelligent, you know, behavior like a man, you know. It's not. Yeah, the point is, you know, man and beast is the same. The Most High refers sometimes to them as the same, you know. It's man as beast. Of course, sometimes it's a man as beast. That's the street in 14. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, that's the so-called white man, you know, serpent, going back to Psalm, you know, the precept I brought. Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Also going into Job 9:24, the belly. Job 9 and verse 24, it reads. No, actually, Job 20 and 24. I mean, Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Allah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. That going into that serpent as well. That goes into that serpent through the spirit, man. That goes into that serpent. And the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go. That is new world order. He shall go, be destroyed on his belly. And thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. The dust going into a lower state, basically hell. Also, you know, through the spirit, you know. I ain't hear any Lord's she just say that, but through the spirit, man, you know, it's breaking it down through the spirit. That goes into as well, you know. And her seed shall, verse 14. Thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt upon thy belly shalt thou go, man. basically, the Most High saying, when you're in your highest, man, because and also going metaphorically, as well, when you're hungry, that's your belly, you get hungry and you want to eat. So you start thinking, it's like, so it's like metaphorically, in the belly he shall go. Like when you're hungry, your stomach, your stomach is hungry, it needs food, right? So you start thinking about the food you want to eat, what you're gonna have to fill your belly with. And as it reads in Job 20:23, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall rain fire upon him while he's eating. So that's like when the Most High says when you're eating, and that goes into your goals, like when you accomplish your goals, as well. 'Cause you think of your goals, and you go do them, and you accomplish them. So, and when you think, you're hungry, you think your brain tells you you're hungry, and you need to go eat, you go and eat, right? So the Most High is saying, when you go to fill your new world order, man, I'm gonna destroy you. And above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Dust, that dust, man. And then, just like when you're hungry, you want to eat, right? The Most High is saying right there, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life, man. So the Most High is saying, now you're going to be destroyed, your new world order is going to be gone. Dust is what you're going to eat instead, man. Dust, going into that slavery, that represents that slavery, man. And then going into Edom after 1,000 years, after he's finished serving slavery, he's going to be dust. Meaning hell, that's all hell it is, dust. You're going to go back to dust. Because when you die, you turn to dust. Right? Your body becomes dry, it dries, and then it just slowly fades like sand. It goes away like dust. And thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life, man. Dust, man. Now I put enmity between thee and the woman. So Edom and us, that's why we fucking hate Edom. And it's gonna be a curse. That's a curse on Edom. How we're gonna hate him, because Edom is gonna be like, damn, I don't want these guys hating me. I know I fucked them up, but I don't want them hating me now. But we're gonna hate him. That's also the curse the Most High gave him from the beginning. He told him from the beginning when he lied and brought in lies and deceived the woman, the black woman, so-called black woman, Eve, which means life, everything. So that's even spiritual. He deceived everything, basically. And even Adam means mud, like dust, right? And that's spiritual, because now Eve's gonna be eating dust, like the saying goes, make you dust or leave you in the dust. The Most High is gonna leave Edom in the dust, basically. So that was Edom even then, starting his new world order, man. Even back then, which we don't even speak about that. No one, I haven't heard no one speak on this like that. But that's through the Spirit. That's the Most High gave me that wisdom right now to share that and break that down, man. That's right there. That's real, man. And thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Thus going into that lower state, man. That hell, man. Because dust is it's on the ground. Like when you're down. You're down and out, like what's down? What dust is on the ground? It's down, So you're just gonna be on that dust. He's gonna be eating that dust. He's gonna be eating that lower state, man. That down and out spirit, which is what dust is. Dust is on the down, on the ground. It's gonna be on dust on the down low, man. So come on, bro. 50. Now I put enmity between thee and the woman. So that's between the serpent, the so-called white man, and the woman that represents the Israelites, Eve, And between thy seed and her seed, there you go. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise the heel. It shall bruise the head, and thou shalt bruise the heel, like how Esau and Edom, how Esau and Jacob were born. I mean, when they were on the belly, Rachel's belly, Jacob was grabbing the heel, and Edom was had his heel on Jacob's head. So basically, but I mean, you can get. It's telling me that again. It shall bruise the head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Shall bruise the head, and thou shalt bruise the heel. So that can even go into how the elders break it down. You know, they say, because even yeah, how Jacob and Esau were born. You know, even going into that the rock and Daniel that hit the statue of Nebuchadnezzar. It hit the heels, man, the foot, and then how once you break the foot, it broke the whole statue. So it's gonna break Edom from the bottom to the top already. Like how do you break something? You break it from the bottom, starting from the bottom to the top, you know? So yeah, you know, come on. That's even going into Edom, Esau, Edom, how he, the Most High, starts whooping us through Esau, Edom, you know? The scripture does say the so-called white man is the Most High's whooping stick to the so-called black races. So he's bruising our head, but we're gonna bruise his heel, which I mean, like when your head's bruised up, you know, at least you can still, you know, walk. But when your legs are bruised, you can't walk, man. So that's a blessing that the Most High let Edom bruise our head, but we're gonna bruise his heel, man. So Edom's not gonna be able to walk anymore, you know, basically. Verse 16, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow in thy conception. Also going into spiritually, I mean that can be literally, right? That is literal too, but even spiritually, you know, that is literal because that woman, when you get birth, it's very painful, right? I don't gotta get birth, so that's good for me. But when you woman get birth, it does hurt, so that's a curse. That was a curse also because you got deceived by the so-called white man. Which also doesn't make sense because a lot of you black women like your so-called white man even today. So that's fuck. You're a double whammy. You're a double fuck. You're a double cum slut then. Double cum slut. Okay. But anyway, but it's also going into it spiritually because even the Most High compares the covenant of Yahweh to us giving birth. You know, all Israel giving birth because, you know, once you give birth, it's over. You know, you rejoice now because you got a child now, right? So the Most High even used the metaphor even to that day. So the Most High is very poetic, man. Look at how poetic the Most High is. I even used that metaphor even from the beginning, when before any prophet even actually it was a prophet. I believe the elders do say it was a prophet who went and told Adam what was going to happen. So, you know, now correct me if I'm wrong. I may be going off on that. I'll have to do more research and I'll look up the video with this, but yeah. So from my understanding, I believe, but don't quote me on it. It was a prophet as well who was saying this to Adam and Eve. But I may be wrong. I'll have to look it up. The most I will have to lead me to answer. We still do preach 100% truth. You know, that ain't the end all be all. We still do preach